clearly states the issues that come from a media that it reinforces violence and gender. The statistics given in this documentary clearly show the impact of media on identity. We do. In the media, men are tough, powerful, and violent. The film showed a scene from The Raging Bull, and the character directly says, "What are you trying to prove?" to the other character who is making the male character hit the other male character harder and harder and harder. And he says, "What are you trying to prove?" And I think that just speaks volumes to the work that this film obviously is doing and the research done for this film. The film discusses usage of language as perpetrator of the archetypes, and it talks about how men aren't mentioned in articles about violence against women, even though they are often the ones doing the violence. It isn't man raped woman, it's woman raped. It's not man killed woman, it's woman killed. It's almost as if it's this woman's fault for being there at the wrong time, because obviously a man would be violent. What are you talking about? It's not kids killing kids is something the film discusses that I think really goes into my analysis of it, of just the importance of critical media literacy. It's not kids killing kids, it's boys killing boys and boys killing girls. Media disgenders male violence because it's obvious, which is something they discuss, because this is something I thought about a lot in the previous sociology course, of it isn't unheard of, or like it's not as taboo to find out a man has been abusing his children, but when you find out a woman has been abusing her children, you are shocked. How could a mother do that? But it's never, how could a how could a man do that? It's always more accepted almost. And then the film also discusses how movies that portray women as violent ones were deeply negated and debated as a step in the wrong direction, and how could we be showing these things, whereas at the same time movies were coming out about men doing the same thing and it was normal and it was fine. I also really loved, when we're talking about media literacy, the what the film talks about of the size of the male body increasing, with the male ego kind of being hit harder, almost, is how I can say that. The male ideal became more ripped, whereas the media allowed more male violence. Women were, at the same time, supposed to be shrinking down, as activism was showing that the power of non-white, non-male people could be just as important as the power of men. And then the last thing I want to touch on that I found completely influential from this was the Howard Stern section of the documentary, of how he's seen as this bad boy, but he's reinforcing these incredibly harmful stereotypes of language and media, of how it's not, how could these Columbine shooters do that? It's, I'm surprised they didn't have sex with the bodies, which is a paraphrased quote from Tough Guys. So overall, I think that this really shows the importance of critical glances of media and gender, and it was just incredibly entertaining and eye-opening to watch. Thank you.